let me start off with this. Copyright notice. The characters and events in this below story are of my own creation, and any theft thereof will be strongly frowned upon. I want you to think about that as I progress further. That this person is claiming these characters as her own. In the year 2025, in the halls of the Reichschancellery, a German soldier was running to an office. When he reached the door, he drop-kicked it open. I never heard of that before! Oh my god, he drop-kicked the door! I also need you to know that it's supposed to be Mein Führer, but it's mine. Mein Führer, the Americans are inside Berlin. Adolf Hitler, king of Neo-Germany, looked up from his Volksdesk rapidly. I must escape. Quickly he ran to his secret underground laboratory. Scientists were running around and conducting scientific experiments. Activate the time machine, shouted Hitler. Hitler could hear Americans shouting in the tunnel behind him, murdering innocent German scientists and soldiers to satiate their bloodlust. But Mein Führer, the temporal coordinates are not set. You could be sent anywhere. It is irrelevant, fool. I must survive so that National Socialism can continue. The thoroughly chastised scientists activated the time machine, and Hitler was thrown to time to 29 AD. When Hitler stepped through the portal, he saw a beautiful man with big blue eyes and a long beard. "Greetings, my son," he said. Hitler looked around. "Where am I?" "In Israel, my son. Come have lunch with me. My name is Jesus Christ." Hitler was instantly amazed. He had been a devout Christian all his life, and he was honored to eat dinner with Jesus. During lunch, Hitler explained the tenets of National Socialism to the Messiah. To his delight, Jesus loved it. Within an hour, Jesus was won over to National Socialism. Hitler felt joy in his heart. National Socialism would live again. It was 2025 when he went, what? Never mind. Oh, God. When they were talking, Hitler found himself checking out Jesus' iPod. He wasn't Führer of Germany, but wait, he wasn't Führer of Germany anymore, was he? That night when Hitler and Jesus were in bed together, oh, that was great. Hitler said, "Jesus, what do you think of love between men?" "What do you mean, Hitler?" Jesus asked. "You're not appreciating that. What do you mean, Hitler?" Jesus asked. Hitler took a deep breath. He would have to be bold. Not like this whole story. "This is what I mean." He leaned over and started Frenching with the Lord. At the same time, he reached down and started tugging on his already turgid member. Parentheses, Christ slept in the buff. Just in case you didn't know that, here's a history fact for all of you. Jesus broke off the kiss. "Hitler, I don't know if I can do this. It feels so good and so right, but I'm afraid. I've never been with another man before. I've never been with a man either, Jesus. I'm scared just like you are, but we can't let our fears rule us. I love you, Jesus. Love me." Hitler's eyes had tears in them. This is remarkably emotional for the most offensive thing I've ever heard. Jesus smiled. "Yes, Hitler, I love you." They embraced. Again, they kissed passionately. Hitler No. No, I can't do any of that. I'm skipping that. Oh my god. They do adult things. Though I do like, Hitler lowered his head to Christ's stiff member. It's a fun sentence. Then it jumps, here's the next paragraph, starts off with, Jesus and Hitler have been living together for almost 2 years now. They did everything together. Go shopping, shower. I'm not saying that sentence. They were like an old married couple, except for one thing. They weren't married. So they weren't like an old married couple. Hitler sought to remedy that. Hitler's remedying something. His Hitler wrestled Jesus down onto the floor one afternoon, not reading that or that. Oh. What have you done to me? Oh my God.
I took this as a challenge.
I skipped this paragraph when we were in the car, and now I know why. They do things. Okay, so they do stuff. After our Savior blew his word and shared a salty kiss with the viewer, he felt something cold slide onto his softening member. Looking down, he saw it. A golden cock ring with the biggest diamond this side of the aisle. Oh, does this mean what I think it means? Hitler was too choked up to say anything, but he nodded. Jesus threw his arms around the Aryan punk. He paused, but we'll have to get my father's permission. And he doesn't know I'm gay. We'll have to go to heaven to talk to him. Hitler was confused, but Jesus explained his plan to him, and he agreed. That night, they snuck into Pontius Pilate's palace and started murdering every woman and child they could find. They stole from room to room, not reading any of that. The Lord and the Führer were soon caught and were taken to Golgotha to be executed. This way, explained Jesus, we won't be committing suicide. Hitler agreed that this was the best plan. Soon after they were crucified, both died and ascended to heaven. You just murdered a bunch of people! They were sent into God's living room. God has a living room. Jesus started to introduce Hitler, but God cut him off. I know him. He did some good work for me in the future. In 2025, he gave Hitler a friendly smile which made him feel uncomfortable. I'm very uncomfortable. Jesus spoke. Dad, we have to tell you something. I'm sorry, isn't Jesus and God the same thing? Like, don't they know each other, like, in their brains? And they're, like... Dad, we have something to tell... Why am I questioning this? Dad, we have something to tell you. Hitler and I, well, go on, son. We're gay, and we want to get married, Jesus blurted out. What? That's impossible. No son of mine is a homo. You only have one son. God raised his hand to slap Jesus, but he was crying too hard. It's okay, Dad, really. Me and Hitler love each other, and we want to spend the rest of our life together. We came here today because we want your permission to marry. This is very touching. God sighed, okay, son, if it'll make you happy. Wow, he gave up really quick. He leaned in to give Jesus a kiss on the forehead, but missed and ended up making out with Jesus. What? What? They separated, but it was so hot that they were back at each other again. Oh God, what am I doing? Said God. He tore off his clothes. Hitler was already nude, and Jesus slipped off his toga with a shrug. So he was like, they did no. They did everything in words I won't say. God even turned off gravity for even wilder positions. No, I did not sing any of that out loud. Oh my God. Why would you write this? I have to skip. Okay. One day, Jesus was at home when he heard a knock on the door. Daddy, can I come in? Asked a soft, angelic voice. The Savior looked up. He's 21, in quotes, so metaphorically 21 I guess. His 21-year-old adopted son, Jimothy, like Timothy, was at the bedroom door. Nope, no. No. Oh, no. Good jobs deserve good jobs. His left hand reached around Hitler's no. But the Lord, I just skipped like a whole page because that's the worst thing I've ever heard. But the Lord was too eager for this one-sided pleasure, right? I need you inside me, he announced. But before things could get any hotter, there was pounding at the door. Jesus, open up. It's your disciples. We just want to talk. Hitler and Jesus exchanged shocked looks.
Jesus thought he'd given them the slip at Gethsemane, but they finally tracked him down. Whoops, I tricked you into that crucifixion. I'm not reading any of that, but I'm reading the last line, which says, "That's enough, get out of here, you bigots." After more shouting and shoving, the disciples found their butts on the sidewalk. The disciples found their butts on the sidewalk, like separate from their bodies. And although they mumbled and glared angrily at the Führer, they walked off into the darkness. "We'll pray for you both," one of the men called out. He went back inside where the lamb was laying on the floor and sobbing. I thought they would accept me after all this time. Hitler held him in a tight embrace. "Don't worry, honey poo. I'm here for you. I love you, and you're beautiful and wonderful and so damn sexy." He said, "No." No. No. Let's go to Sunnydale High. No.